Jamie Nye with you here on the Green Zone, also joined by Gary the King Nickel, of course, a co-host of the Fan Zone, heard during every game right here on News Talk Radio and the Green Zone, home of the fans. Mr. Nickel, well, how long should we give the Premier before we make his default selections?
I love when this happens because this gives us a chance to get right back. Well, not you, I guess, because of course you're dominating as far as the standings go, but it gives me a chance to get right back into this. I figure we give him about 2 to 3 minutes before we start just leisurely picking. Maybe we can bring the coin back that was so gracious to me last year.
Let me check. Do I have change? I do have change. So there you go. I was away last week, but I still beat everybody, so that was good to see. As we review last week's picks, the Premier was 3 for 4. I was also 3 for 4. I got Edmonton right. He picked Ottawa last week. Gary, you didn't go with Ottawa?
Crazy. The one time, right? I have no excuse for it. I'm used to making terrible picks. Apparently my gut was a little off on that one.
You picked Ottawa the first 2 weeks, and then you dropped the ball on their home opener and go with Toronto.
Can you believe it? It's so depressing because I pride myself on those terrible picks where everyone says, oh, you're crazy, you don't know what you're doing, and then I can come back and say, gotcha, I got one with my gut. But no, once I get off the train, apparently that's when teams get hot.
The current standings right now for Premier's picks are ugly. I am still leading the way, 8 for 16. So I'm batting 500 on the picks. They have been hard, and it's been hard because it has been all over the place on who's going to be good, who's going to be bad each and every week. Yeah. Sliding into second place is the Premier with 7 correct, so not bad. Gary,
lay it on me.
What is this? Below 33% right now.
Oh,
you're
wow.
5 for 16. And then
but if taking a baseball stance on it, I'm only 3 games back.
Yes.
See? So
and
it's not all bad.
And you're batting .330, so that's a pretty darn good average. Heck, you're going to the Hall of Fame right now. And then fake gainer, the fake gopher, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath, gopher. 4 for 16. A 250 average for the fake gopher.
Feels good to be beating the
gainer
gopher.
Is already weighing in on his selections this week. What did you think? What's your opinion, Gary, on this running back situation? Because each and every game, I look at it, I see a fumble, and I go, okay, here comes a benching, and I'm right, but I don't necessarily agree with it because at some point you got to stick with somebody.
I cannot believe that this has turned into a thing. Do you think at any point in the NFL, and not to compare because I love both leagues, I'm like you, I love both leagues, let's get that perfectly clear, but in the NFL, if you had a running back that was leading the league in rushing, do you think that he would get pulled for fumbling once?
Nope. I don't think so.
Yeah, and it just blows my mind that people think they have to jump to that conclusion who are running this team. Like whether it's the offensive coordinator or whether it's the head coach or whoever it is, you have to give a guy a chance to get comfortable. Nobody can ever be their best if they're always looking over their shoulder and they're scared. If you're scared to do something, eventually you're going to do it because you're not focused on what you should be doing. And it's created a really, really terrible environment right now for the Riders running back situation. And I don't even know what to make of it. Like, how can you be successful if everyone around you, including you, is too scared to be awesome?
Yeah, you're thinking about when's the next one going to happen? When's it going to happen? And then it happens. It's just let them play. Let them play. Put the faith in them that here, you're our guy, 100%. Here's the ball. Go get it. And when they fumble, say, you know what? Go back out there and show me you can do this. And don't worry about it. Go out there and run for another 86 yards on 13 carries in the second half and help us win.
Unbelievable. And think about that for a second. 4 weeks. We've only had, only 3 games. And you've had 2 guys that dominated the rushing scene, yet didn't get to play a full game because of one fumble.
And one guy's cut. And
one guy's now gone.
And Anthony Allen, who knows what his future is behind the quarterback for the
He's the guy I would take, by the way. He's the guy I would put the horse on.
Well, we should give the Premier a little more time. This is his part of the show. So
he's still not here yet.
No, that's okay. He's just a little bit busy.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, let's not.
You don't think he's just a little bit scared?
But before we get a hold of Premier, let's get the Gainer. Fake Gainer has already weighed in, and here it is. We're handicapping you because now the Premier will know your picks before he makes his selections. We start off with the Battle of Alberta, and who would have thunk it? The undefeated Edmonton Eskimos against the undefeated Calgary Stampeders. No losses in Alberta yet this season. Where are you going in the Battle of Alberta tomorrow night? Pretty much the marquee game. Edmonton has the home field advantage.
See, this is a tough one for me. And first of all, how gross is it to say the undefeated Alberta? Hey, that sort of sucks.
No losses in Alberta.
I know Cornish isn't playing, but I feel like Calgary's got something to prove, and I also feel like the Premier will take Edmonton, so I will go with the Stamps.
No, I'm going with the Edmonton Eskimos. I may go opposite of the Gopher this week because he has been dreadful in Premier's picks. Winnipeg at the BC Lions.
Hold on. Did the Gopher take the Stamps?
He did take the Stamps.
Jeez. I should start looking at those before I do this. I like the Bombers to get back on track. Give me Winnipeg.
Winnipeg in BC. I'm taking the Lions. I'm going with the Gopher. The Gopher did take the BC Lions. I'll go with the Gopher on this one. Smart money's on BC, so I'll take the smart money.
They looked really good last week, too, by the way.
They've been pretty darn good over the last couple of games. A total of, an average of 10 points given up in the last 2 games. Ottawa in Hamilton in front of 6,000 raging fans at McMaster University because their stadium's not ready yet.
Oh, what a disaster. Oh, that's something else I can't fathom. I guess I gotta take. You called me out. I gotta take Ottawa. Who's our hot mess this week? We don't even have a hot mess for me to put my money on.
We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out on the hot mess of the week in the Canadian Football League. So we're both taking Ottawa in that one. The Gophers taking Hamilton, and finally Toronto at Saskatchewan.
And in my usual Razor Ramon bad guy stealth, I will take the Argos,
taking Dwight Anderson and the Toronto Argonauts over the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Side props on DA getting a full beer to the head?
What's that?
Any side props on Dwight Anderson getting a full beer to the head on the sidelines?
Not going to happen. No.
Okay.
We're over that in Saskatchewan now, Gary. This is the new Saskatchewan, like John Gormley says.
Okay. I just thought I'd throw it out there.
So we got word from the Premier's office to flip the coin for now. And we'll see if the Premier calls in a little later. So here's the Premier's pick.
He is good at joining later, though. I'll give him that.
Yes. Heads is home because it starts with an H. Okay? Edmonton and Calgary. Let's see what the Premier is going to go with. He's going to go with the tail, which is the Calgary Stampeders, over the Edmonton Eskimos. If the Premier does better than he has all week with the coin, this may be an ongoing thing. Winnipeg and the BC Lions. He's taken the BC Lions. Not bad by the coin. What if the coin wins the entire week? How shameful will that be?
The coin has never lost. You remember that, right?
Hamilton and Ottawa going with the Ottawa Red Blacks. And finally, this is he's got it. No, we don't flip the coin for Saskatchewan.
As much as I want to, I'd love to see you flip it just to see what would happen.
Okay, let's see. Flip the coin for the Saskatchewan game. Oh, it would have been Saskatchewan anyways. There you go. Premier Wall gets the Riders, Ottawa, BC, and Calgary as said by the coin. Let's see what year this quarter is. 2014 quarter. Brand new, right out of the box.
No bad luck in that one.
Gary, have a good show on Saturday.
Thank you, Mr. Nye.
We'll see if there's any amendments to the picks from the coin from Premier Brad Wall as he joins us now. Premier, how are you?
Sorry, last week I fumbled my phone. This week I'm late for kickoff. I'm surely released from the team.
No, well, it's Premier's picks. You can't release yourself from Premier's picks.
Sorry about that, fellas.
No problem at all. Gary's already departed. Not departed, but he's left.
There's a method to my madness.
Yes. Oh, you're the genius of Brad. I wish I could do that daily with with Gary Nickel. But anyways, we continue on. Do you want to amend any of the picks by the coin? And it's a beautiful, brand new, 2014 quarter.
Oh,
that made the picks.
What did the coin say?
The coin said Calgary over Edmonton.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Really? Going with the Calgary Stampeders without John Cornish. Some injuries there.
He's on the 6th game, isn't he?
Yeah, 6-game injured list for concussion bat. As much as we don't like John Cornish around these parts, it is a concussion. We hope he can recover because he is entertaining.
Yeah, it's better for the league when John Cornish is playing. Absolutely. No, that's not good. It's not good for the league, and obviously it's not good for him. So hopefully he's back after 6.
The coin also selected BC over Winnipeg for you.
Yeah, I'll go with that as well. I'm going with the coin.
Going with the coin. What about the the coin actually said Saskatchewan, so you're good on Saskatchewan. There's no problem there.
They're going to win. They're bouncing back. They're going to win.
What's the point differential for the Saskatchewan Flames? Of course, on the Green Zone pregame show, Premier Wall, each and every week, we make predictions just before the game. I want you to weigh in on this one. The question's going to be 30 yards. Over under 30 yards in penalties by Dwight Anderson against the Riders on Saturday.
That's a great over under. I think I'm taking the under.
Going to take the under?
I'm going to take the under.
I'm going to take the over.
I'm not sure he's going to be on the field much.
I'm going to take the over just because I imagine there might be like a 30-yard pass interference call in there.
Well, there could be that. And if there is, there'll be a little drama afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. Then there's another 15, and, then it just...
if there's one, you're right. If there's one PI against him and it's a little bit on the margin, he's definitely going to rack up a few more in the reaction to the call.
And the final coin selection, it's almost unanimous. Fake Gainer took Hamilton, but myself, Gary, and the coin have Ottawa. Are you going to agree with the coin on that one?
I am. I am going to agree with the coin on that one.
All 4 picks done by the coin.
I'm completely replaced by the coin. That's excellent.
Look out! There might be some government decisions. I'll ship this coin over to you, Premier Wall. Some government decisions that can be done by the coin flip.
Send it over just around budget time when we're trying to project revenues. That might work.
Here come the texts, Premier Wall. Here they come. I just feel it right now. Premier, thanks for the call, and enjoy the heat wave coming through the province as well.
That's nice. Sorry, Jamie, I was late. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. There he is, Premier Brad Wall on Premier's picks going Calgary, BC, Ottawa, Saskatchewan, just like the coin. We'll see what the coin and the Premier have as a record to follow things up as Premier Wall's record, 7 for 16. Everybody sucks right now on Premier's picks. That's the bottom line. I'm the leader at 500. Still not a good record. We'll try to get our stuff together in the rest of the first third of the CFL season.